Welcome back, one and all, to Space Engineers. Yes, hey everybody, how you doing? Now, this is the vehicle that we are going to be making today. More of a case, I've got the wireframe all sorted out, so that's great. And let's get everything up. And I'm going to pretty much stick this straight into time lapse straight away, and we'll get this thing built. Okay, the only thing I haven't actually really put on is power source or anything else like that. So this is the basic truck bed and cargo containers and a few connectors and the wheels. So we're going to time lapse this right now. Okay, so there we have it. The bare bones of the car is pretty much being built. The only thing that I've got left to actually put on is... actually, I have a little concern that this cargo container is probably not going to join on. I may have messed this up slightly. That's a large cargo container. I'm fairly sure I should be able to access all cargo containers from this one. Just better check. No, I have messed that up. Damn. So I'm going to have to basically change this around a little bit. So go to 5, go to my grinder. Sadly, I knew it didn't look right. And okay, there's a little bug there with the grinder for some reason. I don't know why. I wonder if anybody else has come across this one. Huh, well, I do happen to have, standard grinders around the place, so maybe it's just a problem with just this grinder, maybe? Wow. Well, there are bugs to be had, that is for sure. Right, so let's put away this proficient grinder and let's go get one of my standard ones. Let's change my groups out. Character tools for the bulk standard grinder. There we go. Okay, that was a bit on the weird side. Right, now let's get this done so it's actually better. Let's go to here and slot 3, no. No. I thought I had that. Oh, hang on, there it is. Number 1. Right. So let's just rotate that round. Aha, I see my mistake. At least I think I do. So that's a joiner. That's pointing out, so that should be pointing in. There's a large joiner on the bottom, so just pushing that over. Yep, that's on the bottom. So if I click that there like that and weld it together, I can see whereabouts I am going to connect the top connector to. I would like a top connector. If I can't have it, well, I can't have it. So we go to 4 and let's weld this on. No, I still can have it. That looks like it's all joined. It should be. Okay, let's just check from here. I still can't see these two cargo containers. I don't know why. They should be connected. Have a look at this container. This is quite puzzling. Ah, I think I see. I think maybe... No, I'm not entirely sure why these cargo containers, you can't actually see between them. You should be able to go here, and you should be able to see or move things between cargo containers. So something might be a little bit kooky. So I'm going to be right back after I try and figure this out. Okay, after welding this and re-welding this and shuffling things around, I think I've come to the conclusion that it's not a problem of my orientation or where the parts are. I believe my problem is that this vehicle has no power. Now, I don't think I've got the resources to make what I want to put on here, which is this, a really, really big generator. Now, if I go up to the vessel here and just hover over this, I'm going to require 95 reactor components. Let's just double check around the place, see what I've got. I have 52. So I'm going to need another 95, 52, 40, 43 reactor components to finish off the build. So if I go to production, reactor components, actually what else did it need? Let's just double check. No, it's just the reactor components that I need. So let's see, can I make those 43 odd reactor components? I think I might be really, really close in doing it. So let's go here. Yeah, I should be able to do this. Apparently I can make 100, so that's good. So I'm going to chuck one of these pretty much In the middle or on top? I don't know. I might actually put it on the bed of the vehicle itself. Rotate it around a little bit, and so we can at least see the access ports. Although there seems to be a bit of a graphical problem there. Oh no, yeah, I have put it the way I wanted it to, so that's great. Let's weld up as much as we can. Although the writing might be sideways. Oh well. Never mind. Alright. So I'll take those. Construction components I probably will need. I think I need some metal grids. So I'll knock out about 10 of those. I think I only need 5. No, apparently I need 8, and some large steel tubes and computers. Well, I think I've got computers actually running around the place. Definitely got the steel tubes, that's easy. Computers, steel tubes, what else did I need? The other reactor components, which is in the cargo container up here. And I'm currently running at just about maximum weight carrying, so let's get over here. Metal grid by 1. That's right. And 25 computers, which I don't think I've got. Computers, oh no, definitely got those. So I just need one more grid. Well, there we go. And the rest of the cargo components. And the computers, of course. Computers? Where are you? Yeah, you got computers. Here you are. And just stock up on those as much as we can. Steel tubes I think I've done. Okay. Yeah, now we got power. Now all I gotta do is find the uranium. Because I know I got some cruising around here someplace. Whether it be in here, new, in the refinery itself, perhaps? No, I thought I had quite a bit of oh, actually I think I know where it is. So I'm actually going to take that uranium from there. Let's just double check, make sure there's actually no, there's no reactor up here that's got any uranium. I think the rest of the uranium is actually up at the drilling rig. So that, I don't know how much that's actually going to give me. So now these work. Well, that connector doesn't work for some particular reason. That connector, so one of those connectors isn't quite working properly. I wonder why. It's that one, for some strange reason. Although, you know what? If that one's not working, that's fine. We won't have a connector underneath the vehicle. That's why, because it was a small port. Never mind. Let's patch up this floor and be done with it. 2, 3, 4, 6. Doesn't help. I can't see what I'm doing. Alright, that'll do. That'll do, don't care, that'll do. Alright. Okay, so no connector on the bottom, that's fine. I can squeeze some other components underneath the containers, so that's great. Awesome. I could have probably even run a small tube from this reactor underneath into that container. We can basically store a lot of other stuff. Now, the one big thing that we're going to need for this, since we're on planets and we're breathing oxygen from outside, we need an oxygen vent on the front of the vehicle. And we're going to put it right there, just like a grill on a car. This is what's going to keep us nice, happy, and breathing. Yay! Now, the next step, most importantly, get in, go to the control panel of your ship, go to the air vent and click depressurize. This draws in air from outside to feed into the cockpit. Very, very important. Now we can breathe in this thing. Apparently, with that small amount of uranium, I've got 3 days worth of fuel time. But that's when the vehicle's actually just sitting still. Right, so we'll just get in here. And what we'll do, we just go through the control panel once again. And we'll set up a few things. Namely, actually, we'll go do the toolbar first. Go to cockpit, drag that down, put the handbrake on. Most important. They usually have that in slot 1. Connectors, generally very handy. Switch lock. I'm definitely going to have to rename these at some stage or another. So that's 7. And we'll have 8. Actually, not really that important to rename those. You can pretty much tell which one is actually able to lock and which one is not. Now we go back to the control panel. We shift click. Actually, no, we'll just click the first wheel. Shift click the second wheel. And we're going to set the speed limit for all of these down to, say, about 50 kilometers an hour. You don't really need that much. Height offset is... We're going to set that for roughly about, I don't know, minus 28 centimeters. That's fine. Suspension travel. Bring this down. You don't want the suspension to be traveling too far. Okay. Power 10, friction. Actually, I usually have friction all the way up. Right. So that's pretty much, and also strength. This is the strength of the suspension. So this will be guarding, basically gauging how much force the suspension has pushing down on the tire. That's also very important. Alright, so that's roughly about what I want. I think I might just up the power just slightly. Right. Now what we're going to do is show on the heads-up display, and then we're going to go to third-person mode. No, it's not going to work, and it's not even going to show the tires there because there's no antenna on the vehicle. Antennas are very important if you want to actually see what's going on. Right, so hopefully I've got enough components lying about the place that I can actually just basically throw this on right now. So antenna should be okay. Let's just squeeze it in underneath. Hide it. Hide it back as far as we possibly can. Actually, about there maybe. So then we can just zip around this side, and hopefully I might be able to get in there with my welder, and I'll be able to weld it up. Can I see it? Yep. Awesome. I'm just missing 4 radio communication components, which I've got here. Easy done. Right. Yay! Now we can see all the things. Okay, let's re-enter the cockpit. Go to third-person mode. You press and hold Alt. Will actually rotate around, but you can't see the tires. Well, that's a shame, isn't it? So we've just got to remember, right, tire 9 and tire 10, these are going to be our steering wheels, right? So we go into our control panel, we go to 9 and 10, they're going to be steering, but most important, turn propulsion off on your steering wheels. So 9, also steering, turn propulsion off. Now, all the rest of the other wheels, these 4, turn steering off. Okay, so the drive wheels at the back, no steering, but they're going to be providing, like, driving forward, basically power. They're going to propel. Now, 10 and 9, they're our steering wheels. they're not going to give us any propulsion at all. And it gives for a very much much better drive, I've found in my history. Alright, so that's the basics of a truck. Next thing to do is to grind out the landing platform here, and hopefully it doesn't kill us. So 5. All right, it's settling down. Okay, slight problem in that it's not quite on the platform, so I'm hoping we'll get rid of that little stick. I'll be able to drive this off. Now, I'm hoping, yeah, this is going to be tricky. So what we're going to do, we're going to save at this point, and then also going to save as next number, because when it auto saves, you don't really want to basically overriding the point where you wanted to save at. Right, here comes the fun part, getting it off this platform. Hopefully, I'll be able to do it. Right, the park brakes are off, so let's go third person mode. Good, we've got a bit of driving here. So using pretty much the one wheel that is on the platform, we've got a... I really didn't think about this. Okay, now we're off. We've got a little bit of traction there. Come on, you can do this. Yep. Whoop. What's going on here? See the wheel spinning? Doesn't have enough grip. So what we're going to have to do is go into the control panel, go to all the tires, go down here, and we'll up the friction to, oh yeah, pretty much maximum. Now, whoop. Hey. Okay. Put the park brakes on. Might need a little bit more power to the wheels. Now you can also see those interior wheels, they're slipping. So that means they're not actually getting contact with the ground. So what we could do is just change the suspension just a little bit. So at some point it does get contact with the ground. I really don't like the fact I'm slipping down this hill. I'm trying to steer it so it will actually stop. Well, it's slowly sliding down the hill. Okay, good. Awesome. Alright, now we just have to play with the suspension a little bit. Alright, so we'll go back to our control panel. Go back to all the wheels. Okay, dampening. We might turn that up a bit. We actually might turn the strength up more, or bring it down less. Might bring it down actually. Let me see. Speed limit. Actually, we'll drop the speed limit down just so we can see what's going on. Might just increase or decrease the height offset. We'll try decreasing it a little bit. Just bring the majority of the vehicle down. So hopefully it will actually let the vehicle, well, all the tires touch the ground. There we go. That's more like it. Awesome. It's driving! Yay! Let's turn to third person mode. Or to first person, I should say. Okay, we can climb up the hills, not a worry. Really cool. Although, yeah, it's not too bad. We'll get a little bit of speed up, and hopefully we'll be able to climb this mountain and get up to our nickel mine. Then we can go empty it out and bring it all back down again. Just navigate this hill here. It generally does drive very, very well. Yay! And we still got, with that tiny amount of uranium, we still have enough fuel for 2 days at this speed. So that's actually pretty good. And she's climbing up the hills really, really nicely. No problems with the wheels slipping. It's great. This next hill up here is going to be a bit of a problem though. I reckon it's going to be a bit steep for this vehicle. So let's hopefully... It's got enough guts. It's got enough power to go up this hill. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh no, yep. Wheels are slipping a bit. No, doesn't look like it. Handbrake. If you find yourself sliding down hills, handbrake is the best course of action. Let's try and work our way up this hill. It's probably not ideal actually having mines actually up on hills as like this, but hey, you do what you got. You do what you have to do. Awesome, we're up there. Excellent. Okay. So now we can just basically drive around to the nickel mine. Empty it out, and we'll be able to basically continue on drilling over there. Until such point as we got enough stuff, we can bring it all down to the main base, and we can do more things with that. But I'm very happy the way this is driving. Of course, we could probably like increase the speed. I'm not really I don't want to be driving that quick, especially at. Apparently, this thing is actually on quite a bit of a slope, according to the heads-up display here. Oh boy. We might be in a spot of bother here. Might just come around this side of the valley. It's turned into an episode of Let's Drive with Raetac. Off-road. Four-wheel driving. Take it nice and slow. You can actually, these bushes here, you can drive through them. So you don't have to worry too much about those. And also in my other world that I'm basically streaming on Twitch on the weekends, that I've got a very similar vehicle to this, same sort of wheelbase, same sort of drive setup, and it works just as well. Right, we're getting up to where the mining location is. So what I'm thinking, there's a little bit of bumpiness here. I'm not really keen on that. What I'm thinking is, we'll come over, get a nice big, like a fairly flat piece of ground. Whoop. Actually, what I can do, I could probably park it pretty close. Well, right, I'm going to use the tree as a park brake. lock it on there, and the vehicle's not going to go anywhere. So what I can do, I can rig up some sort of like a piston or something like that, or with a conveyor on the end of that, and I can just basically empty out things from this container here. Wow, this has got a lot of parts. I think I know where all my parts are gone. They're in here. So what I'm going to do, I think next episode, we're going to rig up a connector to this cargo container here. This antenna, I'm probably thinking I'll move, because then I can just basically rig something up there, maybe a rotor or something like that, just so I can connect into this connector up here and deposit all the things in this container. But for the meantime, let's go down and have a little nosy and see what the drills are doing. They sound like they're doing a really, really good job down here. Although it looks like it's pretty much finished, this particular run. So let's basically just do a little bit of fiddling around with it. Move to blah blah blah. Words, English. Come on, Raetac, you can do this. Right. Go to the control panel of this platform. I really should rename these platforms. Drills we're going to turn off. Now the horizontal piston, which I did rename, I'm going to retract that. And that's going to take a little bit of time. Now the gyroscope is not what I want. It's the rotor, which is providing the rotation for the drill. So that's going to pull back in. I'm not going to wait for this. No way. Come on. Platform. Horizontal piston. Retract faster. There we go. Cool. Now, to get the next level of the hole... Oops, sorry, I'm knocking the microphone again. Silly Raetac. Alright, we're going to go to the control panels here. Right, piston 1 or piston 2. Actually, we're going to rename that. V underscore piston underscore 1. So it's vertical piston, and we're going to rename that one V vertical piston 2. Vertical underscore piston underscore 2. Right. We're going to drop the maximum distance. Say we're going to take about 4 meters out of the downstroke, like that. So I guess we're going to reverse that one. Actually, I'm going to turn the drills on, just in case. Whoa. Now, I think that looks about right. How much hydrogen do I have on me? Not a great deal, but my hydrogen is actually full up. Now, let's go down. Let's see. Whoop. Looks like 4 meters was pretty much spot on. I couldn't have got that better even if I tried. Might actually even go down, has it going down maybe to like 3.5 meters. So we'll just hop out the hole here. Now, as you can see, the drills actually are trying to basically climb the walls on their own. There has got nothing happening with the motor itself. So, we'll go back to the control panel of the platform. Piston 2, we're at 6 meters. Actually, that's currently at 0. It's actually right the way back. Let's actually drop that down to say maybe about half. Reverse. So that will definitely give us the sort of edge that I'm looking for. Alright, so we'll go back to the control panel. We'll set the horizontal, we'll actually get the rotor going again. So it's happening, and the horizontal piston, I'm going to basically use control and left click, and I'm going to set the outward stroke of the horizontal piston to 0.01. So that's going to very, very slowly push the horizontal piston out there and get me all the nice, lovely minerals there. Okay, folks, well, next episode, we're going to do that, basically a boom arm. I'm going to move that antenna. I'll probably do that between episodes. So I'll move that, and we'll get right into being able to move all the stuff from this cargo container to the stuff that's on my vehicle, so I can get it down to the base camp. Okay, folks, well, thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you all next time.